Alright, we're back. And also, yes guys, I apologize about the interruption. Because it was just too obvious. And we kind of also noticed both the memes, the two hold on. I need to sort out my nose. Can I restart that? Okay. I'm not gonna restart the live stream, I'm just gonna fix my nose. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I just gotta fix my nose again because it keeps annoying because of this cold. This cold. So yeah, we kind of also noticed that the memes are also noticed to be connecting to each other, and then also here we kind of also noticed to be reviewing this the exact same way, and then also here it's just kind of a bit obvious for like the other memes and also dem memes because as I'm saying, it's kind of a bit obvious for the dem memes, but also, well, it's not actually dem memes. It's just like those 2018 memes that have also noticed to be connecting them to each other. It is also noticed to be like, for example, it's also combining itself. Like, for example, there is also for the Ugandan Knuckles, Savage Patrick, and also the Tide Pods. Because also here, we're not actually too sure, but it's kind of also noticed to be for something else. Because also here, it's kind of also noticed to be connecting to the other memes, and then also here, it's just it's just only coming to its own. So we're not actually too sure, but here we have also noticed to be explaining about the new Fortnite the skin, which is also in the Discovery challenge, and then also here I'm not actually too sure of what the ruin is, because also here if you don't even notice for the ruin, it's kind of also the skin that is also like to do so with the season 8 battle pass, and then also here the memes are also noticed to be connecting them to each other. So here we also noticed to have like for example Ugandan Knuckles and also Savage Patrick, and also here it's kind of also noticed to be a bit obvious for Thanos in Infinity War, which here he kind of also snapped his fingers, and then also noticed to you know what, Mr. Dunker don't feel so good, and then also here those memes are also noticed to be connecting them to each other. Like it's kind of also noticed to be a bit difficult for the ultimate know your meme the website, which is also noticed to be, for example, I'm already Tracer, and also the other memes, which are also noticed to be the exactly the same. And then also we also noticed to be talking about Q&A and Q&A for Kylie vs Location 2. So let's start off with some Q&A. So Q&A 1, what on earth did Spy say in what on earth did Spy talk about in TF2 the expansion day? Well, for example, he also noticed to hand over these cards, which are also noticed to be containing this is a bucket, and then also here he immediately noticed to hand over the mercenaries legacy, which they kind of also noticed to have the death watches in minutes. Then also in this he immediately noticed to see that Scout has his own car with Spy getting hit by a car, and then also him dating at the Eiffel Tower, and then also the others which are also noticed to be the unknown, because also here it's kind of also non-canon, because also here I'm not actually too sure, but it also noticed there's a meme, and then also here there's it noticed to verify any kind of meme. What it's also doing is it's just making lots of these meme culture, and then also here we're kind of also not too sure for example the meme is also noticed to have Spy immediately noticed to hand over these cards, which also noticed to have him dating at the Eiffel Tower, and also him getting run over by a car, which I also noticed it to be connecting to Avengers Endgame. So we're not actually too sure, because also there is only four of them, and then there was only 4 of them, and then also the soldier has his own, which says that he wants the bucket, and that means there is 5 cards. So 4 cards, meaning Avengers Endgame. So it's kind of also noticed to be simple for Avengers 4, because also here, if you don't even notice that 4 cards plus plus 5, the plus 5, the equals 9, which has also noticed to have its own math. So yeah, it's kind of a bit difficult, but so 4 plus 5 is 9, and also 1 enough is 5. Take away 1, 4. So 4 equals Avengers Endgame. It's kind of also noticed to be a bit difficult for like the meme, and then also it will just connect to its own. So yeah, we're kind of also not too sure, but whatever is also noticed to be holding, it's also noticed to have its own meme culture, and then also here it will just like notice to do the exact same way, and then also here we kind of also noticed that for example it's just for like 4 cards, meaning math, and then also we kind of also noticed to have its own, because also here we kind of also it's also noticed to be teasing Avengers Endgame, which I kind of also noticed to have its own reference. So so we kind of also noticed to have some sort of tease for Endgame, because also here it's also noticed to be combining Infinity War together, because also here Avengers Endgame happens to noticed to be for a TF2 expansion date. So if we don't even notice that both of the mercenaries have also noticed to have their own cards, which Scout has his own. He has also noticed to hand over Spy, the card that he immediately drawn, which also shows him getting getting one of the cards, and then also him dating at the Eiffel Tower. Well, that's 2 cards, meaning Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. So I've also noticed to be for a bit difficult, but whatever. So it's just going to obvious for both of those means to like happen. So moving on, the Q&A 2. One enough is also for Typo-chan and Earth-chan. Well, it's a bit of a question, but I can't even know. Because also Typo-chan has a crush on Clark-chan, and also here they both are just the exact same washing product, and then also here likely Earth-chan is Typo-chan's sister or something, because it could be a sister or something, but whatever it is, it's just kind of also noticed to be connecting to its own because also here both of them are just like equal, and then also here it's just like for example the Shanklin, it's for like the Typod, and then also Clark, because also who knows about Clark, because also here it's non-canon, because also here we don't really know for the memes, and then also here they just noticed to do the exact same way, because they just made up all these memes together. So I've also noticed to be a big question, because also here we're not actually too sure, because also here we also talked about this during April Fool's Day, and then also here it was just like we combined for both the meme culture. So yeah, also noticed big problem. The movie Platinum isn't working because unfortunately there's not enough space, and also I moved it to the D drive. So don't worry, I'm continuing up. Okay, this is still location 2 meme edition, so don't miss it. Now also back to the Q&A. I've also noticed that also Typod-chan is also noticed to be having his own thing for like F-chan and also Typod-chan, because also that both two of them are sisters. Clark-chan is Typod-chan's girlfriend, or F-chan is. Who is it? Well, it's kind of also noticed to be a big question for Doki Doki or Yardi Simulator, because also Typods, meaning if you eat them, you'll get poisoned, aka decimation, aka aka Thanos. So kind of also noticed to be a big question, because also here, well, Gonka, according to Gog, Typods are washing, not eating, and then also if you eat it, then also something bad, you'll get poisoned, because here it's just giving you these this chemical which which also noticed there to be some sort of infection from the Typod, and then also just make you sick, and also it could kill anyone who tries to eat it, and then also kind of also noticed there to be a big question, because also here the Gonk immediately noticed to warn everyone not to eat Typods, because they're for washing, not eating. And then also here, whatever it is, we kind of also noticed to have like Typod-chan noticing to say in quote, please don't try to eat me, which is also noticed to be some sort of big question for some pair of laundry, because also here laundry is also Typods. So who enough knows for like Typod-chan, and then also the Clark-chan? Well, because we're not actually too sure, it's kind of also noticed to be some sort of big question. So so Gonk immediately said in quote, no, and then yeah, that's a bit funny when I said no. I could also do it faster, because it sounds a bit weirder for Gonk. And then also here, he immediately noticed to say his lines. What the heck is going on, people? Use Typod for washing, not eating. And then also, it's just kind of difficult for Gonk to saying growth, because here it's just too obvious for both of those memes to get into the exact same way. And then also here, if we don't know for Typods, it's just something something for like one of those, because also here we kind of also noticed to be talking about the memes. And then also here, for example, we're not actually too sure for Typod-chan and Earth-chan, because are they in love? We don't know. Is this also connecting to Fortnite? Well, not exactly. But keep getting messages from Finn. Message me, Finn. Well, someone has to gift me one of the soccer skins, because also I already have one, which is this. It looks well, the finesse finisher. Yeah, well, it looks a bit sexier, but I'll get over with that. But like I've also noticed to have like for example, the memes are also noticed to be having its own to connect, and then also here we have like for example, the Typod-chan and also F-chan and Clark-chan, because also those are three types of those are also three types of characters that the memes also have for like Yardi Simulator and also VR chat. So whatever it is, it's also noticed to be something for that. Unfortunately not. So we'll also notice to put that as a yes, because also here, if you know the questions, leave your comments below. So it's kind of a bit difficult. Okay, now, it's kind of also difficult for the Tide Pods and then the for Tide Pod Chan, F Chan, and also Clark Chan, because also here, Tide Pod Chan is just the washing product, and then also here, it's kind of a bit obvious because here, well, someone has to give me this one of the soccer skins or the pirates, because okay, okay, right, if you're watching this, please, just spam your likes. So, kind of also noticed to have the memes put in together, and then also noticed to have both of them for the exact same way. So we're not actually too sure, but it's kind of a bit difficult for that. So yeah, we kind of also noticed to have both the memes, like also for example type of Chen, and then also the further of Chen, because also here Clark Chen has also noticed to be for this bed for like a sister of type of Chen, because I don't even know. So we're going to take a look at the pictures of after this Q&A. So we'll also find out. Okay, so right. The Q&A 3 is is Ninja the Fortnite bus driver. Well, because I'm in YouTube Rewind 2018, which is also the very disliked video of all time, which I hate it. Yeah, everyone keeps disliking it. It's because it's boring, it's stupid, and also it's the worst video ever. So what this is also noticed to have like Tana Monjera and also Shane Dawson, because also here they're also noticed to be kind of also connecting them to each other. Well, first of all, we kind of also noticed to have like the Tide Pods, and then also here it's just kind of also noticed to be connecting those memes all together. And so they're just kind of also noticed to be connecting them. So Ninja is like the king of Fortnite, and then also he played he has also noticed like get lots of 1,000 wins every game. How did I get that? It's kind of also noticed to be a bit difficult, because also here Ninja is also noticed to be for like the greatest Fortnite player of all time, and also for Marshmallow, and also everyone Laser Beam, because also here it's kind of also noticed to be a bit obvious for like the like for example the LEA and also those other memes. But also here Will Smith just looks up at the sky, and then also noticed to see the Fortnite Battle Bus just hovering above, because also here Ninja is also really the Fortnite bus driver, and then also here he'll just like for example use that power to drive, the players to drop out, and then also here it's kind of a bit difficult for both Fortnite, because also here kind of also noticed there's be connecting to its own, because also first of all we have like for example you're gonna Knuckles and Savage Patrick, because also one of is going on with the Ninja meme, because also here Ninja is also the Battle Bus Fortnite bus driver, and then well, he's in the Battle Bus, so like that, can you see him? Hey Ninja, what are you doing in the bus, the Battle Bus? Can you say quick horsing around? Thanks. Well, kind of like, I'm gonna have to notice to censor the, you say to me, and then also, it's kind of a bit spoilery. So, don't worry guys, it's kind of also noticed to be a bit difficult, because also here, what we kind of also noticed to be talking about is, that also for Ninja, for being for example the Fortnite bus driver, and then also here it's just a bit too obvious, because we're not actually too sure, but whatever it is, just leave your comments, leave your comments below. Okay, so something else, right, so what else? For example, Ninja has also noticed that before this Fortnite player, and then also he'll just go into the drive out of the battle bus, and then also here noticed to get all the players out. Which kind of also noticed that meant that he is also noticed to be the bus driver. So, is this non-canon to Fortnite? Well, it is. I don't know, if you know what it is, well, kindly leave your comments below, leave your comments below, and then also here, we kind of also noticed to be talking about Ninja for like a couple of times, because also here, he recently noticed to play, Fortnite, and then also here it's kind of a bit difficult for both the exact same way, and then also here it's kind of also noticed to be connecting to Fortnite itself, because also here what it is for exactly, it's kind of also noticed to be connecting to both Fortnite, and then also here we kind of also noticed to be talking about like the Ninja, for example, because also here the emotes, and then also here kind of also noticed to be a bit difficult for both Ninja to be the king of Fortnite. So alright, so what else? Now, do you know Logan Paul versus KSI? Well, yes. Kind of a bit obvious for both those get the same conventions, which have also noticed to have some sort of event in 2018. That also Logan Paul has also got a bit of a draw with KSI, and then also Jake Paul with with Tristy, but I don't know who it is, but if you know who it is, leave your comments below, but I forgot his name again, I don't know. Well, if I do know, then one of the memes. So, we kind of also noticed to have its own, because also here, we kind of also talked about the meme, for example, and then also here, we've been noticing to have you know what, extended, because also here, and then also here, well, what it is, it's just trying to notice to get more sense for like for example its own. So if I immediately do know, then also here, I don't know, well, because also here Logan Paul versus KSI, and Jake Paul versus Trissy, but I don't know if it's Trissy or not. But who is it? Well, leave your comments below. But ban hype in the chat. If you know who who Jake Paul was fighting, and then also we'll try and notice to move on. So yeah, first of all, we kind of also noticed to have talking of the Logan Paul, and then also the campsite, because also here kind of a bit difficult because we're kind of not sure, but it's kind of a bit difficult for campsite because also here we've been talking about both Logan Paul and also the campsite, because also here have its own the meme reviewing, and then also PewDiePie will just immediately notice to talk that it's just a meme review. So no, what else? Yep, PewDiePie versus T-Series. What the hell? What's this guy doing? Okay, so PewDiePie versus T-Series is just that's just been going on, and then also PewDiePie immediately noticed to say that the war is not over. So all of you subscribe to PewDiePie, because if he doesn't win, then also T-Series will wipe out 50% of YouTube. So yeah. Well, we don't want YouTuber to die. Well, if we do notice that the YouTuber, that T-Series, will also notice to have its own from India, because also here T-Series is also made in India, because also here they also noticed to connect its own to PewDiePie, because also here they've been talking about T-Series, and then also they'll just have to notice to get it to stop, because also it's just pretty difficult for T-Series. So yeah. Please subscribe to PewDiePie. All of you need to, because okay. So let's just kill 2 people. Right, so if you don't alright, so subscribe to PewDiePie, guys. It's it's our choices. Well, it's our fight for T-Series, because also here well, it's not a fight, because here PewDiePie just noticed that T-Series is also noticed to be made in India, because it's just pretty difficult for both the memes all together. So for example, if you don't even notice to know that PewDiePie is only meme reviewing, one another will also notice to have its own. Hello, Tiger. Shh. Dad, I'm live streaming, so can you get out? Dad, can you get out? Sorry. Can you come out, please? So, kind of also noticed to be talking about the memes of the memes for it that same way, because also here PewDiePie has also noticed to be having a battle with T-Series, which is also here. All of you need to subscribe to PewDiePie. I'm getting chased down before my baller gets destroyed. Right, so, subscribe to PewDiePie, guys. Has, well, it's the only way, well, if you don't understand, also T-Series will just, we'll just have to, snap up their fingers. So, yeah. We're gonna wait here for a bit, and, until, we're gonna wait here in Volcano until one of the hackers load down, because also here they're just making there's only 17 people left, so yeah. Let me turn this light on. Okay. Okay, subscribe to PewDiePie, subscribe to PewDiePie, guys. Well, if you don't, subscribe, then T-Series will win. Okay, so there's, like 14 people left. Yeah, my games are currently lagging. Okay, looks like I hear Rift, so just we're just gonna have to, you know what, leave. Incoming! What are these guys doing? Okay, that's like a lot of hackers. another. Okay. All of you, subscribe to PewDiePie. If not, then they'll just snap their fingers. So. Okay, if you know, okay, so I'm going to do another meme review live stream tomorrow. So, if you guys wanna if you guys wanna spam if you guys want to spam if you guys want to give me stuff, just I'm going to the item shop and gift me one of these skins or harvesting tools or gliders or this glider. So for this emote, so subscribe to me and also subscribe to PewDiePie because he needs to win the battle. Subscribe. PewDiePie.